Welcome to the Deep Dive. We're here to cut through some of the noise and bring you insights that, well, hopefully matter. Today, we're plunging into something we all use constantly, web browsers. It's this, ever-evolving world. And we spend so much time there navigating this huge ocean of online information. We're always looking, aren't we, for tools to make it smoother, maybe faster, and definitely more secure. That's a big one. So our focus for this deep dive, it's a specific app called A Browser Smarter and Safer. It's from a company called Muckraker Media. And it seems like a really interesting case study in how new tech is trying to reshape how we interact online. Our mission here is simple: unpack what they promise. What does smarter really mean? What does safer mean in this context? It's an Android browser. And what are the implications, for you, how you use the internet every day?
Yeah, it's a really compelling time for browsers, actually. This app, it sort of brings together a few key trends we're seeing. There's this growing demand, right? People want browsers that do more than just load pages. Speed's important, sure, but users are really focused on privacy now. They're tired of feeling overloaded with information, too. Just digital friction. And companies are definitely trying to respond. AI Browser looks like a pretty interesting attempt to blend that intelligence, that AI stuff, with strong security, all in one package.
Right. So the internet, it's massive, can be overwhelming. And this app, Muckraker Media's A Browser Smarter and Safer, it kind of steps in saying, hey, I can help. Muckraker. So let's break it down. What is this thing? And what's with that name, Smarter and Safer? Okay, so it's a web browser app. Muckraker Media developed it, specifically for Android. And its core purpose, stated right up front, is giving you a secure, fast, and private browsing experience. The name itself, Smarter and Safer. Couldn't be much clearer, could it? It flags those two main things: enhanced intelligence AI, presumably, and then solid security and privacy. That's the dual promise. Okay, Smarter and Safer. It promises a lot. Let's dig into that smarter part first. What kind of AI are we talking about here? How could it actually make browsing, easier, more efficient? Now, we don't have like a super detailed list of every single AI feature for this specific app from our sources, but that smarter branding, it definitely points towards features we're starting to see in these next-gen AI browsers. And this is where it gets really interesting, especially if you feel like you're drowning in information online. So we're thinking about things like intelligent search, which means the browser isn't just matching keywords you type in. It's trying to figure out your intent, what you really want. That should lead to, much more relevant results. Less noise.
Exactly. Imagine researching something complex. Instead of just getting a list of links, the browser anticipates what you need, cuts through the junk.
Yeah, that could save a ton of time.
A huge amount.
And then beyond search, maybe AI-powered content summarization, those super long articles or dense reports you find.
Oh, yeah. Walls of text.
An AI browser could potentially digest that for you, give you the key points quick, so you get the gist without reading like every single sentence.
That's a big one for efficiency.
And maybe even task automation, where the AI acts like a little assistant, helping draft emails maybe based on what you're looking at, or helping with writing tasks, filling out web forms even.
Streamlining those repetitive things.
Right. These aren't just like sci-fi ideas anymore. They're practical things, aiming to make browsing way more efficient, more productive, and maybe just less mentally draining.
That's exactly it. That's the key shift. The AI takes on some of the cognitive load. It's not just you doing all the work. So you're not just passively browsing anymore. You're kind of curating the web with an intelligent helper. And that changes how fast and how deeply you can get informed about something. Instead of, endless tabs and scrolling, feeling overwhelmed.
We've all been there.
Absolutely. This kind of browser helps you find the right info, summarizes it, maybe even helps you process it. It cuts down that mental fatigue, lets you absorb more faster without that feeling of being swamped.
So it becomes less of a passive window, more of an active partner.
Precisely. A proactive, intelligent partner in finding knowledge, getting things done. It's a step towards a more personalized, less taxing online experience. Big step, actually.
Okay, so smarter is about efficiency, handling information better. Makes sense. But like we said, intelligence isn't much good online without protection these days. So let's pivot to the safer side. What's iBrowser Smarter and Safer actually claiming to do to, shield us? The branding really hammers home this commitment to privacy, which, let's face it, is something everyone seems to want more of.
Definitely a major selling point.
So the app makes some pretty direct claims. First off, a safe and anonymous experience, meaning it's designed so you can browse without leaving, like, a trail in your history.
Which is a big deal for many people, that baseline anonymity.
Right. But it goes further. It also says it blocks third-party cookies. Those are the little trackers, right, that advertisers use to follow you around the web.
Yep, building those profiles of what you like, what you click on across different sites, often without you really knowing or agreeing.
So blocking those, that's aiming to stop that unauthorized data gathering at the source.
A fundamental privacy protection.
And another layer, defense against malicious websites. It's got some kind of built-in security mechanism. So if you're worried about phishing scams, malware, accidentally clicking on a bad link,
Which happens easily.
this browser is designed to be like a shield. Warn you, maybe block the site entirely before you even get there.
And these features, they're really significant for your digital autonomy, your control. Blocking third-party cookies, for example, it's not just a minor thing. It's genuinely crucial if you want to reclaim some privacy online.
Because they track so much.
Exactly. Without that block, advertisers, data brokers, they build incredibly detailed pictures of you, your interests, habits, even your mood sometimes. And that data gets bought and sold.
So blocking them gives you back some control.
A significant amount of control over your digital footprint. And that defense against malicious sites, that's basic online safety hygiene now. Threats are always changing. Sophisticated phishing, malware hidden in downloads.
Yeah, it's scary stuff sometimes.
So having a browser that actively spots and blocks dangerous sites, that can prevent real headaches, data theft, messed up computers. It's about making the internet feel a bit more trustworthy, less anxious to navigate day to day.
It's not just stopping bad things, it's about feeling more in control.
Precisely. Reclaiming that autonomy when your data is constantly being grabbed and used. These features are a really vital defense line for your personal info.
Okay, those security claims sound solid. Strong defense on the privacy front. But beyond the smarts and safety, there's performance. Muckraker Media says it's a high-speed browser. It has an advanced browsing engine. For Android, what does that usually mean for, the actual experience? Flow loading is the worst.
Absolutely kills the experience.
Exactly, waiting for pages.
So, an advanced browsing engine on Android usually implies a few things. It means it's heavily optimized, right? For mobile chips, different network speeds, so pages load fast, even if they're complex or your Wi-Fi is spotty.
Makes sense?
It also usually means efficient memory use, which is key on phones. Resources aren't infinite.
Stops it draining your battery or slowing everything else down.
Right. Good mobile browsers often use highly tuned rendering engines, maybe based on Chromium, to get that snappy feel. The promise is quick loading, even for sites with lots of images or videos, which directly impacts how productive and, frankly, happy you are using it.
And they also mention the interface. Simple, intuitive.
Yes, designed to be easy to navigate, whether you're new to it or a pro who just wants things to work.
Less time finding the app, more time browsing.
Exactly. Minimize friction, maximize actually getting things done.
Seems logical.
Performance and a clean UI, they're often the unsung heroes. A good interface reduces cognitive load too, just in a different way than AI. You don't struggle with how to do something, you just do it. Smoother, more pleasant, more productive.
And the speed part, you can't really overstate that on mobile.
No way. We expect things instantly now. If a browser feels slow, people just ditch it. And here's something interesting. A well-optimized engine can sometimes even boost privacy and security indirectly. By loading things faster and more efficiently, it might reduce the time window for trackers to load fully or for malicious scripts to execute properly. So these basic features are actually pretty fundamental.
Right, okay. So compelling features, design seems user-focused. But what about the company behind it? Muckraker Media. Who are they? Does the name tell us anything? We know they made iBrowser smarter and safer. And they have other apps too, like another browser called Fly Browser Search and Private. Now, here's a slightly odd thing. The name, Muckraker Media, it sounds quite a bit like Muckrack.
Oh yeah, the PR and journalism platform.
That's the one. Very well known. But just to be clear, our sources suggest Muckraker Media is a separate company. No obvious connection noted.
Interesting name choice, though. Very deliberate.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, muckraker. Historically, that term refers to those, investigative journalists back in the day, late 19th, early 20th century. They were famous for digging into and exposing corruption, social problems, hidden stuff.
Like Upton Sinclair, Ida Tarbell,
Yeah.
those folks.
Exactly. Champions of transparency, digging through the muck to show people what was really going on. So connect that really powerful historical meaning to this app's branding, especially its focus on privacy, security.
Ah, I see. It creates a connection.
A really compelling symbolic connection. The name Muckraker Media suggests they're defending you against the digital muck.
The trackers, the bad websites, the data grabs.
Right, that stuff compromising your privacy. It implies they're vigilant, they're on your side, protecting you.
Positioning the browser as an ally in digital security.
It's actually very clever branding for a privacy app.
Yeah.
Sets an expectation right away. Integrity protection.
That makes sense. Branding, setting expectations. Now let's talk about the money side, the business model, because that always affects you as a user, right? Especially when privacy is supposedly key. The app description says it contains ads and offers in-app purchases.
Right, the classic freemium model.
Yep. So for anyone not familiar, that usually means the basic app is free to download, free to use, but then you can pay for extras. Unlock more features, maybe get rid of the ads, access premium stuff.
Standard practice for a lot of apps.
Right. Now, the source doesn't list exactly what these in-app purchases are, but we can make some educated guesses based on what's typical for browsers. It could be things like a premium subscription, pay monthly or yearly, get ad-free browsing.
That's usually a big one. Ads can be annoying.
Definitely. Or maybe access to more advanced AI features, like the free version gives you some summarization, but the paid version gives you unlimited or more powerful automation tools.
Plausible, tiered features.
Could even include a built-in VPN service, maybe, with unlimited data.
That would be a strong premium offering.
Yeah, for people unfamiliar, a VPN encrypts your connection, hides your IP address, adds a big layer of privacy and security. Makes you much harder to track online.
Huge value for privacy folks.
So those are possibilities for the paid side.
But this brings up a really crucial point, maybe even a bit of a conflict for you as a user. What does it mean when a browser shouting privacy-focused runs on a model that includes ads and pushes paid upgrades?
Yeah, how does that square?
Well, on one hand, freemium makes the basic privacy tools, maybe some AI, accessible to way more people. That's good for, like, democratizing online safety.
True, lowers the barrier to entry.
But the mere presence of ads, even if they're managed carefully, and that constant nudge to buy the premium version, it creates a tension. Because ideally, for maximum privacy, you probably want zero ads, zero tracking tied to monetization. So you need to think, is the free version's privacy good enough for me? Or do I need to pay to get the ad-free experience that fully aligns with that safer promise?
It's a trade-off, accessibility versus ultimate privacy.
Exactly. It's this balancing act. And it makes you wonder, how does the company maintain trust? Saying we protect your privacy while also running ads, which are often, the source of privacy issues elsewhere.
It's definitely a tricky balance for them to strike and for users to evaluate.
For sure.
Okay, so let's wrap up this deep dive on a browser smarter and safer.
Yeah.
We've looked at this interesting mix, potential AI smarts to make things easier, more efficient, paired with a big focus on security and privacy features to keep you safer online. We touched on the developer, Muckraker Media, and that evocative name.
The historical connection.
And we looked at the freemium business model,
Right.
the ads, the in-app purchases, and what that means for you. So bringing it all together,
Yeah.
what's the takeaway for your digital life? How you choose to navigate the web?
Well, stepping back, I think this whole thing points to a bigger shift happening with browsers. AI capabilities are evolving fast. Our demand for real privacy keeps growing. People want smooth experiences. And all that is actively reshaping not just how we browse, but maybe how we interact with information with the digital world overall.
Browsers becoming more than just windows.
Yeah, more like intelligent agents, tools designed to empower us, maybe protect us too. This app is just one example of that trend. And as this tech gets deeper into our lives, you're going to face new choices. What are the next frontiers for smarter, for safer online? And what new questions should you be asking? About convenience versus intelligence? About your own digital sovereignty?
So finding that balance.
Exactly.
Yeah.
The journey towards a truly optimized, secure online experience. It feels like it's really